Alright, what's up, losers? So, I saw a bunch of Soulsborne tier lists, but they're all sucky. They all sucked big butts. So, I'm going to make one that doesn't suck. It's going to be 100% objectively correct. And I'm going to go fast with this. I'm going to do a speed run, not a tier list of the speed run strategies or whatever, but I'm going to speed run through the tier list because there's like 1 million bosses and I don't have all day. Okay, I need to go fight Mikolash, and then after that, I'm going to go upload posts of Shinobu and Hachikuji and stuff on Reddit, you know? About Netoko, you get the idea. So, I'm going to start this now. So, yeah, so let's start. Demon Vanguard is tutorial boss, kind of, he's kind of basic because he's the tutorial boss. I'm going to put him in A. He's good, he's not the best. Alright, Phalanx, he sucks. I don't like Phalanx. I think it's stupid that his gimmick is just, fire. Because I think it's bad to have a gimmick as your first boss because it doesn't really teach the player anything. It teaches the player to look out for gimmicks and it doesn't teach them how to actually fight. Tower Knight. I really like Tower Knight. I'm going to put it in A above the, I'm going to put Demon Vanguard in D. I'm going to put Tower Knight at A because I really like the mechanics of Tower Knight. It can just be kind of annoying hitbox-wise. Okay, what's this? Armor Spider. I actually like Armor Spider. Probably not as much as Tower Knight, but I feel like Armored Spider does a good job of teaching the player how to roll, right? How to look for patterns and stuff, how to run away from stuff. It's like the first, Dark Souls-like boss. Let's see, Flame Lurker. I also like Flame Lurker. He's the only boss in Demon Souls that has a second phase. I'm gonna put him in S because there's probably not gonna be another S tier Demon Souls boss. Dragon God. The thing about Dragon God is that he is lame. He makes Yorm look like he's Nameless King. I'm going to put Dragon God in D. Now I'm gonna put him in F because he's trash. Alright, Fool's Idol. This boss is annoying. I'm going to put Fool's Idol at C. It's basically like a worse version of Pinwheel, if that was possible. Also, if you don't know how to kill the guy above the thing at the church outside the boss room, that she's impossible to kill. I hate mechanics that work like that. Man-Eater. I actually like Man-Eater. It's kind of controversial, but I like fighting Man-Eater. They were my wall in Demon Souls for a long time, but I finally figured out once I figured out how to beat them, then it's really cool. Their pathing's kind of trash, though. Old Monk. It's cool to cut off their tail. Old Monk. I've only ever fought the NPC version of it because the servers for the PS3 Demon Souls, were turned off. Who knows how many years ago? Probably like 50 years ago or something. So, Old Monk's easy to fight. For me, at least. Adjudicator. This boss is trash. You hit his wound. You hit his side so that he turns to you, so that you can hit his wound. When you hit his wound enough, his head goes down, and you can hit his bird, and that does the damage to the boss. That's lame. Old Hero. You put on the Thief Ring. This boss is a joke. It's a non-enemy. Okay, Storm King. I actually like Storm King. I like the way it looks. It's a gimmick fight with Storm Ruler, which will come back later, obviously. But I like when fantasy is implicitly alien related. I think that's cool. Leechmonger. If you have fire on your sword, this is not a real boss. It is a joke. Dirty Colossus. Even worse. Maiden Estrella. It's a lore boss. So I'm going to put it in D. That Velstat guy can parry you. That's annoying. Penetrator. I like the Penetrator, but he's just a terribly easy boss. He does one thing, you roll through that one thing, and you hit him twice, and then he does the one thing again. It's so easy. This boss is lame. I don't like that he can drain your soul. That's just stupid to me. That's lame. I don't know why these are counted as bosses. I'm just going to put them there. Primeval Demon. I don't even know what that is. If I don't know what something is, it's going in F. Because if I haven't played it, then that means it's not good. True King Allant. It's another lore boss. Alright. Dark Souls 1. Asylum Demon. It's the better version of Demon Vanguard. I like Asylum Demon. Taurus Demon. I like the amount of creativity you get in the fight. You can do the plunging attack. You can get him to jump up on the thing. You can get him to jump off the edge. So that's kind of like a speedrun strategy. It's really easy, though. Alright, Bell Gargoyles. Bell Gargoyles is actually kind of hard if you're beginning at the game. When I first played Dark Souls 1, it was difficult. But once you know what you're doing, you just know to upgrade your weapon to +5 before you go into it, and they're a complete total joke. And you put on the gold pine resin that you got before Taurus Demon. But I like that he summons a second version of himself. One's long range, one's close range. The most important thing about a duo boss is the dynamic between the two bosses. And that's kind of interesting. So I'm going to put it about an A tier. Alright, Moonlight Butterfly. Okay, Capra Demon. I hate Capra Demon. It's so lame to me. It's like just two dogs in a tiny room and like big machete man. I don't like that. I think it's gay. I'm gonna put it in D though, because at least it's not a gimmick. It's basically a gimmick fight, but it's not really a gimmick fight. Alright, Stray Demon. It's actually a better boss than the Asylum Demon, but just for the fact that it's like a copy and paste, I think it goes like here. Gaping Dragon. I like Gaping Dragon. I like the idea of him. I think he's cool. The only thing that's bad is that acid attack that erodes your weapon durability. That's lame. Again, just like with what was her name? No, where was she? Fool's Idol. Just like with Fool's Idol. Moving stuff around. Just like with Fool's Idol. If you don't know to kill a guy beforehand, then it makes it harder. I don't like mechanics that are like that. Quelaag! Okay, aside from her design, the thing that I like about Quelaag is her moveset, but she's just, again, a terribly easy boss. Okay, Iron Golem. Iron Golem is kind of lame. It's like Tower Knight, but worse. I'm gonna put Iron Golem in like top of C tier. Crossbreed Priscilla. I've never fought Crossbreed Priscilla, but I've seen what it looks like, and it looks like it's trash. So I'm gonna put it like right here. O and S. I like O and S. I'm like legally mandated to. The thing that I like about O and S is how difficult it is. The other thing that I like is that a lot of people don't know how easy it is to stun Ornstein. It's very easy to stun Ornstein. And the only thing I dislike about this fight is the charge hammer that Smo does. Sometimes his AI gets screwed up and he does it a bunch of times. It's so annoying. Gwendolyn is like Moonlight Butterfly that somewhat moves. Okay, Seath the Scaleless. Trash boss fight. I don't like this fight at all. It's lame. It's like fighting Phalanx, basically, but easier. This is the new version of Phalanx. In that case, okay, Great Werewolf Sif. I think this is an interesting boss to fight. I like the way that the sword works. I think that's cool. Lore's obviously good. Four Kings. Four Kings, you can poise through it, and you can just heal through it. But I think it's weird that there's a DPS race in these games. I have a cool design though. Ceaseless Discharge. Demon Fire Sage. Where did I put? Okay, where did I put Stray Demon? Where is Stray Demon? Okay, Centipede Demon. Centipede Demon. I actually kind of like this fight. It's just god-awful to see in there. Bed of Chaos. Pinwheel. I like Pinwheel. He's funny, so I'll put him at the bottom of D. Gravelord Nito. If you just stay inside his crotch, then every attack will hit. You just run like 2 feet away and hold your shield up when he does the miasma. It's fine. Let's see. He is like a C. He's a C. Gwyn. Good lore. I like the music. I'll put him there. Just parry him to death, though. Sanctuary Guardian. This thing is like a complete nobody. Nobody cares about this boss. It's weirdly fast and aggressive for a DS1 boss, but it's kind of lame, and it has literally nothing in the lore. So I'm gonna put it like Okay, Artorias. I like Artorias. He's somewhat of a challenge. I like the lore behind him. Everyone likes the lore behind him. I'm gonna put him like I like him better than. I don't like him better than ONS. Calamite. I hate this bastard. I hate Calamite. It's so hard to fight him for me. I think that's just I'm just fighting him hard, and his charge is just it's bad. I don't like this. I don't like it. It's cool though. So I'm gonna put him at the top of A tier. Manus. I love Manus. I love fighting Manus. It just makes sense to me. I don't know. Maybe just the way that I play the game, just suits Manus. A lot of people don't like him, and that's because they're bad at the game. Last Giant. This is garbage fight. It's so boring. It's game. It's lame. Dragon Rider. Pursuer. One of the only bosses in DS2 that I like. I like the Pursuer. He has a very easy moves. Like, not easy, but it's very satisfying to dodge around his moveset. And you get really good at fighting, but you fight him a bunch of times. I'm going to put Pursuer there. I like his aesthetic. Old Dragon Slayer. Flexile Sentry. This boss is kind of unique. I like the way it moves. I like that the water slowly gets higher throughout the fight. I do think that happens too fast, though. It's kind of unforgiving. Ruined Sentinels. This boss is annoying as hell. I hate this boss. What is that? Belfry Gargoyles? Lost Sinner. I like the way the Lost Sinner kind of has a unique way that she fights. I like that. Her hitboxes are kind of bad though. That's just a DS2 boss in general. Let's see. Executioner's Chariot. Cool idea, kind of bad implementation though. Skeleton Lords. I don't like this boss. Yeah, that's where you go. Alright, Covetous Demon. Mytha the Baneful Queen. Okay, Mytha the Baneful Queen. I kind of like the idea of the mechanic where you have to burn the windmill so the poison goes away that heals her. She's annoying to fight, though. You're leaving it all in. You come here for authenticity. Let's see. Royal Rat Vanguard. Okay, the Rotten. I like the Rotten. I like when there are bosses where you can cut stuff off. I think that's cool. You can cut off his arm, and he just has no arms. That's funny. I'm gonna put the Rotten below Sif. All right, Scorpioness Nazca. This is a badly designed boss. It's bad. I don't like this boss. Royal Rat Authority. Okay, Prowling Magus and the Congregation. Duke's Dear Freya. I like, Duke's Dear Freya, like, the easiest way to deal with the spiders is to have the torch in your hand. But that also means that you can only one hand with your other weapon, so it's kind of like a cool trade-off. I like how it's kind of easy to fight. I like its laser beams, though. That's kind of cool. So I'm going to put him, like, again, below Sif. What's this? Red Smelter Demon? I actually like the idea of how the Smelter Demons fight. Again, bad hitboxes. Boo hitboxes. Old Iron King. He's kind of easy. He's kind of like the Nito of DS2. What is this? Twin Dragon Riders. Let's see. Looking Glass Knight. I think the Looking Glass Knight has a cool design. I like that kind of Alice in Wonderland type stuff. I'm going to put the Looking Glass. He can summon a player, which is kind of cool, but he's just kind of like a. Again, he's a very annoying moveset. Demon of Song. I hate that boss. You literally, you go in, you hit him, you go away, he does the thing. You go back in, you hit him, he does the thing, and that's it. And then you kill him. Velstadt. Keep in mind, he has like 3 attacks that he does. He has this, and then he has this, and then he has the bell attack, and that's it. This shows you the absolute, look at all the green. This shows you the absolute state of Dark Souls 2. Guardian Dragon. Ancient Dragon. It's not that bad. If you fight him from the front, it's way more interesting. Giant Lord. Vendrick. I like the idea of this boss. I like the idea of it. Yeah. Here, let me... There we go. Okay. Let's see, how are we doing on time? Good, we're moving through it. Alright, Throne Defenders? Throne Watcher and Throne Defender. It's like the weakest duo fight in the game. It's so lame. They're so easy to fight. Nishandra, garbage. It's disappointing too because it's like the last boss of the game and it's just trash. All right, Aldia. Dark Lurker. I like the way Dark Lurker looks. Fighting it's semi-interesting too. It's just like I like how complicated the fight is. It's kind of cool. Gank Squad. I've never fought the Gank Squad. Is Alana? I despise this boss. I hate it with like every fiber of my being. This boss is absolute garbage. I hate it. I'd rather do Phalanx. Sin. That's kind of where Sin goes, I think. Like, it's somewhat of an interesting moveset. Blue Smelter Demon. For counting the run back, it's here. But just as a boss, it's another copy. Where do I put the other copies? He's better than these copies, though. Fume Knight. You know, I kind of like it, I guess. Sir Alone. Otakus can relate. They're all alone. Sir Alone. I actually like the way that his moveset works. Where he charges back, and you can tell based on how he's winding up, how fast he's going to go or how far he's going to go. He has that one impale attack that's trash, though, but everybody knows about that. I'm actually going to put him... For his horrible hitboxes, I'm going to put him near the bottom of B, but he's like the highest of the bottom of B, you know? Ava, the King's Pet. I actually like fighting this boss. I don't know why. I think it has a pretty good mix of ranged attacks and melee attacks. The thing I hate in these games is when they do an AoE attack that they can just do automatically, that there's no telegraphing for. These games are at their best when they just do an attack without telegraphing, like a Hide Knight. At least with the Hide Knight, you can learn to parry them. I'm actually going to put him in A tier. Again, rare. Lud and Zolin. For counting their run back, you have to make a Z tier. Burnt Ivory King. Burnt Ivory King's annoying. I like the idea of it, you know, it's cool or whatever. But, it's just kind of lame. Why am I glazing Sif? It's not that good. Cleric Beast. Alright, now we're on to Bloodborne. We're on to some... Bloodborne is the game where bosses actually are, like, hard. Like, there's... Like, these guys are difficult. Like, Dark Souls 1... Demon Souls is like you're playing a puzzle game or something. Like, there's no challenge at all. And then Dark Souls 2 is like... They're experimenting with stuff. Most of it didn't work. But, you know, they tried. But Bloodborne is where stuff is actually hard. Like, it's difficult. Cleric Beast. Probably one of the better tutorial bosses. I'll put him right there. Father Gascoigne. It teaches you how to play Bloodborne. Teaches you to be aggressive. That being said, if you parry Father Gascoigne, he's a complete joke. I'm gonna put him like right there. What is this? Is this? Bloodstarved Beast. So I have a very special relationship with the Bloodstarved Beast. When I first played Bloodborne, I hated this boss. It was super annoying. Then when I did additional New Game Pluses on my main character, I hated this boss. It was super annoying. Then I met him in the Chalice Dungeon. I hated this guy. He was the worst. But then I learned how to parry him, and now he's fine. Once you learn how to parry stuff, Bloodstarved Beast is, I like his design. How his, like, back is flayed over his head, like, draped over. That's cool. I don't like his third phase, though. I don't think he should have that third phase. It's useless. Vicar Amelia is trash. The problem with, bosses that have limbs that you can break, like, I like bosses with limbs you can break off. The thing where you can, like, break limbs is that you fight them all the exact same way. Is that you break their limb with a transform attack. Like, it's called the Bloodborne Special, right? Or, like, the Bloodborne Cocktail, I think, is called sometimes. Which is R1, L1, L1. And that'll, like, break a limb. Plus, like, a beast pellet chunks off their health bar, right? So you just do that. Once you break their limb, they're down. You go around, you break their other limb, and you keep them down, and you keep going in a circle from arm, arm, leg, leg, arm, leg, leg, until they're dead. It's like you don't even fight the boss. You fight them until you break the limb, and then you go around and you fight their other limb. So you fight them all the same way. A couple of exceptions, but that's mainly what it's like. Vicar Amelia. This boss is kind of ass. I'm going to put Vicar Amelia like there. I hate how loud it is. Witches of Hemwick. It is the bed of chaos of Bloodborne. The whole idea of insight being a mechanic that has to deal with it kind of means nothing because the player has no idea what insight is. So they can beat the boss with like 15 insight, and then they'll just never know. If they don't read it online, they'll have no idea that having no insight just makes it marginally easier. I'm going to put these guys... I'm going to put them in D. Better than Flail. Dark Beast Parl. Again, with the limbs. Has an interesting way it attacks, though. Didn't like me... It also has a mechanic where it can heal its limbs. Whenever it, like, charges up with lightning, that's what it's doing. It's healing back its limbs. Didn't Miyazaki say this was his favorite fight? I don't know. He's weird. Put him at the bottom of B, because at least he looks cool. Shadows of Yharnam. I like fighting Shadows of Yharnam. This is probably the first boss that's actually kind of difficult in the game. If you know how to parry, it makes it much easier. But their snake attack is lame. You just, like, you stand there, you dodge it, and then you go back to fighting him. Like, or you get behind a gravestone, and the attack means absolutely nothing. So, they're great. I like that they're Nazgul. Let's see. Rom. I hate Rom. She sucks. She's so lame. All my homies hate Rom. I like her from a lore. I like every boss from a lore perspective. I just hate Rom. I hate to fight Rom. I think she's lame. I think if you like Rom, you're not only stupid, but you're something wrong with you. Like, you need to go to a doctor about that. Where do I put Rom? One Reborn. This is the most confusing, but it's Tower Knight, right? Like, you go up and you kill the channelers. It's the exact same room as Tower Knight. You go up like this side, you can kill the channelers. You can go even across the exact same walkway, kill the channelers, come back. It's just absolutely nothing different about this. It's Tower Knight. But actually fighting the One Reborn afterwards is bad because of the portals that spawn all the crap above you. But again, you just break the limbs, and then I don't even think FromSoft understands what's going on with this boss. It's just bad. It's a bad idea. I'd rather fight... No, I wouldn't say I'd rather fight Rob. What is this? Martyr Ligarius. I was tweaking with Martyr Ligarius. I thought I was going insane. Because I had fought this guy like 5 times across New Game Plus cycles, new games, whatever. On the most recent new game that I'm doing, like NG0, I would shoot him and it would miss. And then he would kill me because you're supposed to parry him. I don't get it. I'm good at parrying in Bloodborne. I don't know why it would just miss. I was losing my mind, but turns out there's some kind of buff that he gets where, you know, when he transitions to second phase? If you get him to transition to second phase by just attacking him a lot, and where he just brings out his sword, he's in second phase, then he won't do the buff. Also, if he's doing the buff to get the second phase, if you backstab him and visceral him, then he won't have the buff. So I just beast pelleted him to get him to second phase, and then I just parried him. But yeah, he's alright, I guess. It's better than Burnt Ivory King. Celestial Emissary. Let's see. Elbritus. I like Elbritus? Elbritus? I like the way it looks. It's like the first, like, big old Lovecraft boss. I mean, there's Rom, but I like the way this looks. This actually looks like it's some kind of, like, void being. I like the way it looks. It's pretty difficult. This is the first, like, really hard boss in the Souls games, if you're going chronologically. Like, you gotta pay attention. You gotta pay attention to Frenzy. You gotta, you know, be in the right position. I hate charge attacks, though. They're my least favorite mechanic. Because they just happen out of nowhere and they take all your health. Especially in Bloodborne, when things just do a lot of damage in general. That's the thing about Bloodborne. Things just do a crap ton of damage. I'm gonna put Elbritus. I like the way she looks. I like them more. Okay, Mikolash. If you know how to chase him, then that phase is just. And then if you know how to dodge his call from beyond, you're a nerd. If you know how to, like, oh, you dodged it at the precise moment by doing this, and you're a nerd. Just stun block him to death. I hate the way his AI works. I hate where, like, you walk in front of him, he charges the thing, you go to his side, you hit him, you do that until you get to second phase. In second phase, you chase him around, and then he does that, and then he does the one shot if you don't stop attacking him. So he is going to go in F. Let's see, Amygdala. I think this is more the... If Witch of Hemwick was the Bed of Chaos of Bloodborne, this guy is the royal rat authority of Bloodborne. I hate fighting him. It's so bad. Murgo's Wet Nurse. I like fighting Murgo's Wet Nurse. I think it's really cool how she does, like, the spinny attacks and she does the knives. I like that you can dodge her phase transition. That's cool. I like the way she looks. I like her design. I like how, like, it's clearly you can't see what her real form looks like. You're just seeing, like, the outline of it. I like that idea. I'm going to put Murgo's Wet Nurse probably an A. Let's see, Garmin. Garmin is great. She's very hard. Like, take a Demon Souls baby and put him to Garmin. Like, if you know how to parry him, again, obviously it's much easier, but he's still kind of difficult. So I'm going to put him, like, there. What is this, Moon Presence? I love Moon Presence from a lore perspective, but fighting him is alright, I guess. I love fighting... I'm going to take that back. I love the design of Ludwig. Ludwig is, like, the first, like, hardcore difficulty boss. Like, you die a lot. You'll die a lot to Ludwig if you don't know what you're doing. It's very easy for him to just chunk your health and just, like... You have to, like, be alert at all times. And his second phase is very different to how his first phase works. He's very satisfying to Visceral, though. And again, from a lore perspective, he's great. Living failures. True. Living failures. I'm gonna put living failures. At least they're more interesting than Celestial Emissary. Lady Maria. It's not that hard, okay? It's super easy to parry her. She's super easy to parry. Yes, she's hot. The doll's better version anyway. I'm gonna put Lady Maria. I like her like blood attacks. I think that's cool. I like how she like stabs herself to get her sword more bloody. And then she adds fire. I like the phase progression of Maria. Okay, what is this? Lawrence? I spent so long on Lawrence. I hate this guy. I only fought him that one time, and I never fought him again. Because that's what he gets for being a stupid boss. I like him though, he's alright. I'll put him above Parl, I guess. Orphan of Cause. You feel like you're locked into the Matrix once you figure out how to fight Orphan of Cause. Like, once you get the rhythm for how you dodge, how his attacks work, performing backstabs are very satisfying, parrying is satisfying, and his second phase is like where you lock in. This is probably one of the most difficult Souls bosses, even still. You know? Bloodborne is where the like bosses actually are like, hey, let's be hard now. Let's be difficult. These are Chalice dungeon bosses. I'm gonna use this as an excuse to rate Brain Suckers just the mob. Yeah, I'm not gonna rank those. Alright, Udex Gundyr. It's Udex. Good ass fight. One of the better tutorial fights. Satisfying to parry. Let's see. Vort. He's so easy, you just hit his ass. And then his charge attack is like anyone could roll through that. Like a dog could roll through it. What do I put Vort? He's super easy. I mean, I get he's the first real boss you fight, but... Cursed Rod of Greatwood. This guy's kind of ass. Let's put him in... Where do I put Cursed Rod of Greatwood? I think the Iron Golem's better. Okay, Crystal Sage. I hate Alana. Okay, Abyss Watchers. Abyss Watchers are cool. You just backstab them to death. I'm gonna put them like right there. Deacons of the Deep. I'm not ranking all these bosses. Deacons of the Deep. Where do I put Deacons of the Deep? There's not much to say about that. Wolnir. At least he's cool looking. Old Demon King. He's like a bee. There's not much to say about that. Font of Sullivan. Parry him. He's a cool looking boss though. I could definitely see how he could be the final boss of whatchamacallit, DS3. Originally, he was supposed to be the final boss. Dragon Slayer armor. Let's see. You just walk around him. This boss is annoying if you don't know what you're doing. Plus the what are they called? Like the pilgrim butterflies that shoot stuff on you are annoying. He is pretty satisfying to fight, though. I like doing his moveset. Let's see. Yorm. It's a lamer version of the, Storm King. Where did I put Storm King? Where did I put Storm King? There he is. Let's see, Aldridge. I hate the arrow attack. It's gay. Dancer. I like fighting Dancer. I like the way she moves around and stuff. Again, this was like one of my walls in this game. I hated fighting her, but now she's fine. What is this? Oh, Osiris. He's just kind of lame to fight, to be honest. Better than all these nerds, though. Champion Gundyr. I love fighting this boss. You just parry him. And if you don't parry him, his boss is still interesting. These guys are difficult. Lothric. Lorien and Lothric. Like, you have to pay attention to what you're doing. And, like, they don't like, stop. Like, and they have delayed attacks. So, I'll put him like right here. Ancient Wyvern. It's cooler to fight Mjolnir. Nameless King. I actually like fighting Nameless King. I like that you know what? I like that he has 2 phases. First phase is easy. Second phase, if you understand how to dodge his attacks, you'll like never get hit. And it's easy to posture break him before then. Soul of Cinder. His first phase is like kind of boring, and his second phase is easy to bait out certain attacks. But I think that every boss works like that. I'll put him at the top of B. Champion's Grave Tenders. Sister Freed. I think this is the boss I spent the second longest on. You know, like second to Melania. Sister Freed, like, I spent like weeks on this boss. I like how long it is. I like her moveset. There's not much to say other than that. Demon Prince. This fight is annoying. It's annoying. The first phase is just with the purple that like smoke that goes out is, and then the second phase is. I'll put him at like I'll put him above Velstadt because Velstadt is lame. Let's see. Is that it? Oh, there's still a Gale and Midir and Half-Light next. Where's Half-Light? Let's see. Dark Eater Midir. I love fighting this boss. It's so fun to fight. For me, it just makes sense. Like, I could no-hit that boss. I can't no-hit most bosses. I could probably no-hit that boss because of how much I understand his moveset. And he's not that much of a sponge, just hit his head. Slave Knight Gale. I like, his attacks are very satisfying to dodge. Each of his phases, like, are meaningful. And I like that there's lightning, and it has a lot of lore significance. So I think he goes to the top of S tier. Alright, Gyobu Oniwa. The guy on the horse. Now we're on Sekiro. Alright, now we're on Sekiro. Probably like there. He's cool. Nothing to scoff at. Lady Butterfly teaches you how to play Sekiro. Not Gyobu, okay? He's like a joke. He's like a mob, basically. He's a trash mob. Lady Butterfly teaches you how to play Sekiro. She teaches you how to find the correct, like, rhythm. Like, the correct number of R1s before you have to deflect. That's what she teaches you. Like, I think it's R1, 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 and then deflect. Depending on what combo she does, you know. But this after Lady Butterfly, I had a much better idea of how to play the game. She isn't that cool, unfortunately. Genichiro. Is there later Genichiro? Oh, it's just Genichiro. I really like fighting Genichiro. He's very satisfying to fight. I love his moveset. I'm gonna put him at the tippy top of A tier because he comes like 5 times later. Falling Screen Monkeys. They're the better Chaos fight, but I'm gonna put them. I'm gonna rank them high just because they're monkeys. You know, I like monkeys. They're cute. Guardian Ape again with the monkeys. I really like Guardian Ape actually. He's cool to fight. I like the way his sword works. I like the way you deflect his sword. I think that's cool. Like when he does like that, that stabbing attack. I like the way you deflect that. Okay. I know the video is already up to like 40 minutes now, but it would have been like 2 hours if I spent time with each boss. Look at how many damn bosses there are. Headless Ape. It's like it's like the ape fight, but worse. I'm gonna put you. Where am I gonna put you? Right there. Corrupted Monk. There's nothing really to say about that. I haven't done the Shura ending, so I can't rate Emma and Ishin. Great Shinobi Owl. This boss is really hard for me to fight. I don't know why. It's like if you stop attacking him for if you miss like one attack, his posture just goes right back down to 0. Like he's difficult for me to fight. I have to. This was the first boss I had to learn how to use prosthetics on. I like him though. I think he's really cool. He feels like how his character should fight. That's the best way I can describe how I feel about this guy. He feels like how his character should fight. Owl Father. Again, I haven't done Owl Father yet. True Corrupted Monk. I like fighting him. He's cool. Divine Dragon. The best of the cool idea bad implementation bosses. Let's see. Ishin. I like Ishin. He's cool. I don't gotta go into detail about why Ishin's good. Inner Genichiro. Where's Genichiro? There you go. I like Inner Genichiro. Demon of Hatred. I like Demon of Hatred. I like fighting him. Again, I don't know what it is. Something just kind of makes sense to me. He kind of looks like Manus. Maybe that's what it is. His moveset, I can just deal with. It's cool. I like fighting him. I like how it feels to fight him. I like it. I'm gonna put him like right below Genichiro. Let's see. Inner Ishin. Oh, these gonna be all the, I don't have time to rate all these guys. Miss Noble. Hardest boss in the game. No. I like Miss Noble. He's cute. Alright, Alright. Elden Ring. Oh boy, Elden Ring. Okay. Jesus. How many bosses are in this damn game? Okay, just gotta fix that real quick. Godric the Grafted. Godric the Grafted. is the first real boss in Elden Ring, aside from... Where's Margit? Maybe they put Margit later. I don't know. I think they forgot to put Margit on here. Godric the Grafted is... Elden Ring is technically the easiest game, because if you know where to go and you know what you're doing, you can make Elden Ring, you can one-shot bosses with very minimal difficulty. Like, there's very low resistance on how powerful you can get in Elden Ring from a very early point on. So it's kind of hard to rate how hard bosses are. But I'm going to rate them how... I am a Lion's Claw Guts build 99 strength player. This is how I'll be rating these bosses. Godric the Grafted. He's fun to posture break. He's probably one of the better, like, first bosses. I'm gonna put him like right there. He's not that hard. Where were we? Renala. Renala. Kind of like the idea of it, but she's kind of, there's not much to her. Star Scourge Radahn. This is my favorite of, like, I like him better than Renala. Out of, like, the Renala, Rykard, and Radahn, I like Radahn the most. I like the idea of him. I like his lore. I like the idea of him. I'm gonna say he's better than... Wow, he's better than most of these bosses. Holy crap. What the hell did I do? Put him so high. I like Radahn. I like Leonard too. He's cute. Regal, I haven't fought him. Estelle. I think these are really fun to fight. Feels really nice to fight him. Again, very satisfying to fish roll. Morgott. More like Morgon. I completely dumpstered this boss when I fought him. I didn't even know he had a second phase. But, you know, he's one of the better bosses in the game. So I'm going to put him, like, right here. What is this? Oh, Rykard. His meteor attack is kind of annoying. Because you can't dodge through it. I hate attacks that you just can't dodge through. Oh, Lich Dragon. I haven't fought Fortisax. I fought Placidusax. We'll get to him. Fire Giant. I hate Fire Giant. Put this double right there. Moog. Moog is really cool. I like the way that Moog fights. Melania. Melania is the boss I for sure have spent the longest on. I spent like 3 months on Melania. I'm not even joking. I'm a garbage. I was a bad player. I designed my build around Melania. Here's what happened, okay? My initial character was Dex. Katanas, I got Rivers of Blood, whatever. I got to Melania, and I couldn't beat her for weeks. And so, you know what? Screw this. I'm going to go Strength so I can just smash through her health bar. So I leveled up a new character from scratch. A Vagabond, right? Got him the Gut Sword, got him high strength, got him all the stuff, and it still was very difficult. But I beat her. I figured I fought Melania so many times that I could basically do her phase 1 moveset without looking. I could just do it. Like, I could, like, oh, I know how to do this. I could no hit. Or most of the times I fought Melania, like I'd say 70-30 of my attempts on her after a certain point I know hit first phase because I knew it so well. And I only use jump attacks or Lion's Claw to do damage on her. And her waterfowl dance, I finally figured out the way how to dodge it. You know the thing where you walk around in a circle and like you have to... That's trash. That doesn't work. If you say that works, you're lame and you're a nerd. Nobody likes to talk to nerds, okay? Nerds are stupid. I tried everything. I tried getting Bloodhound Step. I tried taking off all my armor. I got the Green Turtle Talisman. Every single thing I could do, I did. But I finally found the way to do it. I got so in tune with her AI, I knew when she was going to do it. And so I started running, and then I jumped, and then I jumped, and then I stood still, and her last thing would miss me. Her second phase is, like, super hard. Like, it makes you want to punch a hole in your wall. But I got it. And now it would take me like an hour or two, but I know how to beat her. I went back and beat her on my katana guy, too. So to me, this boss is an F. Two things. Everything else about this boss is great. It's S tier. Waterfowl is just... It's a bad mechanic. Like, most deaths to Melania happen to Waterfowl. I can attest to that, statistically. And the fact that she heals when she hits you just isn't fun to fight against. It just isn't fun. I know get good or whatever, but it's just not fun. I'm going to put her... like right there. She would have been higher if it weren't for those two things. I like fighting Placiducex because he's so easy. He's a very easy fight. Fight. He's still cool looking though. Let's see. Beast Clergyman. It's just Malekith. I don't know why you would... Anyway, if we are going to rate them differently, I would put Beast Clergyman like here, I guess. I would put Malekith. If you're bad at Malekith, you're like, this boss never dies. If you have Lion's Claw and like 80 strength and a 25 greatsword, you're like, what the hell happened? Where did the boss go? Because he basically has no health. He has low health. Where do I put Malekith? Where the heck is, where's Godskin Duo? Where is Godskin Duo? Ah, we'll get to Godskin Duo sooner rather than later. Moog the Omen. It's the Moog you fight to get the Frenzied Flame ending. Godfrey / Horaloo. I thought his second phase was annoying, but you know. He should have been the final boss, though. I'll tell you that much. Radagon. He's alright to me, I guess. Elden Beast is worse. Alright, now it's all the smaller bosses. Okay, what do I want to make? Market! Margit. It's too hard for the first boss in the game. He's too hard. Red Wolf of Radagon. I guess I'll rank the Red Wolf of Radagon. It's like a mix between Sif and Ava. Is the best way to describe it. Where's Sif? Where is Sif? Where did you go, Sif? That's completely arbitrary. Let's see. Let me go through here. Loretta. And who gives a crap about Loretta? I don't like enemies you can't posture break, because I like posture breaking enemies. That's why I chose my build. Mimic Tears. I hate fighting these guys, they're annoying. I'm gonna put them like in D. Godskin Noble. I don't like Godskin Noble. Draconic Tree Sentinel. Not much to say about that. Shade of Godfrey. I feel the same way. Commander Nile. This guy was a pain in the ass to fight. He was so annoying to fight. But then I, did him on my guts build, and it was a suggestion. Loretta. Where did I put the other Loretta? Loretta. There we go. Let's see, what else? Godskin Duo. Just looking around. Gideon Ofnir. Let's see. Godskin Apostle. Nah. Let's see. Alright, let's do... Oh, Soldier of God, Rick. Hardest boss in the game. I haven't fought him. Like, I haven't beat him. Just to show how hard he is, I'm going to put him above Velstad. Because nobody cares about Dark Souls 2. It's a bad game. Tree Sentinel Duo. Tree Sentinel. I guess I'll do Tree Sentinel, I guess. Alright, let's see. Before we move on to Dark Souls 2. Shadow of the Erdtree, I mean. Erdtree Avatar. Not even gonna rank the Erdtree Avatar. I mean, I have fought all of these bosses now that I'm looking at them, but I don't care about ranking them, because I got other stuff to do. Deathbird. Alright. DLC. And then we're done. It's taking so long. Why did I do this? Divine Beast. Dancing Lion. Divine Beast Dancing Lion. I like how it switches between the different elemental phases or whatever. It's annoying to fight. I enjoy fighting Maria more. Let's see. This boss is hard. It's difficult. I don't like that it's required. It should be optional. He is better than the Pursuer, though. The moveset's really cool. Putrescent Knight. Garbage ass. It's trash. It's a trash boss. Scatter Tree Avatar. Oh. Oh, summons 3 times. Garbage gameplay. Mesmer. That's how much I like Mesmer. I love his moveset. Its difficulty in a fun way. Gaius. Midra. I love the idea of the Frenzied Flame from a lore perspective. I love Midra. I like how unique his moveset is. He's really cool. Again, satisfying as hell to get a posture break on him. He's kind of annoying, though. But I think he's one of the better designed bosses in the game. What is this? Oh, this boss! Let's see, who's worse? Gaius or this one? I think this one's worse. I think it's the worst boss in the game. It is the epitome of a C tier. It is so C tier, it's not even funny. Bale is my favorite From Software boss. I don't know what it is. It's super fun to fight him. His moveset just makes sense inherently. It's like the best dragon boss, and it's my favorite boss to fight in any of the games. Radahn. Radahn, consort of Mikola. This took me a long time to fight him, because some of his hitboxes are terrible. Let's see. I kind of wish we were going to fight Godwin, but whatever. I like the way his moveset works, though. I'm going to put him in S, but he's not going to go at the top of S. I like Gurman more. Just better. Golden Hippo. Again, if you don't have a strength build, good luck. The guy that summons all the guys. Jagged Peak. I'm not gonna rank the stupid drakes nobody cares about. There's nothing to say about that. Ancient Dragon Man. He has 0 health. You just hit him once and he's dead. I don't even know what he does. Black Knights. The Black Knights were like, they were cuckoo bananas, like made me go insane fighting them. What? Oh, these are Night Rain. Yeah, okay. Alright. We did it. Bale is my favorite. Meteor is my least favorite. So it starts and ends with DLC of Elden Ring. So let's see how each game did. Okay? Nobody's watching the video at this point. I'm just doing this just for posterity. Let's see how each game did. Let's see. Demon Souls. Their bosses were experimental. I tried out a lot of gimmick fights. I ranked this one higher than Genichiro comparatively because there's a lot better stuff in Sekiro than this is compared to Demon Souls. Yeah, it's just not that great of a game. There's a lot of bad stuff in Demon Souls, though. Dark Souls 1. Bosses are pretty good. DLC definitely does it a lot of favors. But we have some real trash. The thing I've noticed about each of these games is that there's a lot of garbage. Like, there's a lot of bad fights. Like, DS1 is good. It's a good game, the way you play it. But think of all the bad stuff in it. Capra Demon, Beta Chaos, Moonlight Butterfly. Like, if you actually sit down and name how many bad bosses there are to good bosses, on paper, these games should suck. But it's fun to play them. Because they're well designed in that regard. Let's see, DS2. I don't really like DS2. I don't really like the Pursuer and the Fume Knight. Every other boss is kind of lame. I don't like Dark Souls 2. I hate the way you play it. I hate the way the enemies work. I hate the game. I never, after this most recent time I've played it, I never want to play Dark Souls 2 ever again. I'm so done with it. Bloodborne is probably one of my favorite games. Their bosses rank really high. Again, especially because of their DLC. They're not free from their missteps. Let's see. Is there a way to... No. They're not free from their missteps. Brain sucker. It's one of the worst mobs in any Souls game. What's next? Dark Souls 3. Dark Souls 3 has a lot of good bosses. As you can see, all the red near the A and the S. Most of their bosses are B or C, though. Again, they have some trash as well. But overall, I like playing Dark Souls 3. Sekiro. Sekiro, most of the bosses are near the top. Sekiro is just a really fun game to play. It's really, like, fun to gloat if you're at least somewhat competent at Sekiro. It took me a long time to figure out how the combat works, but once I figured it out, it's fun. And it's still challenging. It's one of the best bosses, you know, in a video game. Let's see, what's next? Elden Ring. Elden Ring's kind of a mixed bag. Some of its bosses are really good. Some of its bosses are the worst. And then there's Bale, which is like the high point of the whole series. So yeah, that's the list. Take a good long look at this list. Get it ingrained in your memory, because this is the 100% accurate, true, and real list for Soulsborne bosses. If you disagree with this, you're stupid. So, next video is probably going to be a Sorgo Monkey review. Yeah, Thug Life.